day I ain't wearing any cowboy hat, I rock boots, yeah. And I don't care where I'm at, I won't yell, I just shoot, yeah. I said that I ain't wearing any cowboy hat, I rock boots, yeah. And I don't care where I'm at, I won't yell, I just shoot.
Good as new. First day back to work for the Ranchero.
Start me up, open my eyes, turn me loose and you'll see why. I was born ready. I was born ready. Staring at the pressure now, I won't quit, not backing down.
Alright, so here's my subject today. This is an oak tree that has been damaged by the side casting. When they put the house in, they shoved a bunch of dirt up against it, and it's been rotting the roots and becoming showing signs of dieback and stuff. So this one had to be removed at a previous date, and they know that it's barbaric to cut off half the tree, but this tree will come out later entirely, and they want to keep that bit there a little longer. And so it's one of those times where we do something a little barbaric, but it's not permanent. So we will cut off this lead which hangs over their house and patio, with the plan to come back at a later date. So we're removing the tree, but we're just removing it one half at a time type of deal. These are the kinds of things you get into in real life tree work that some of the purists, they won't do it. They'll say, nope, I'll cut it all down, or I won't cut none of it down. But we like to please the customer within reason, as long as they're not being unreasonable. And like, for example, if they were saying, we don't think it's bad, or we don't care if it's bad, we're keeping half the tree and that's our tree, so let us decide that, we'd probably be more likely to be like, well, we need you to admit that we're right. And this tree should come out, so we can reduce a whole bunch of hazard today and postpone the removal of the rest of it. So the idea is less hazard is good, right? The only thing is, if somebody doesn't get around to the rest of it later than 15, 20 years from now, if the tree didn't die, you'd have a huge decay pocket there from the size of the wound that we're going to make. And with pines, with evergreens and cedars and stuff, you might get these big freaky school marm tops, these tops that respond because of the work that's been done, and you get this big unstable, you get 5 tops instead of 1, because it regrows tops out of the top limbs left behind, which makes it very unsafe. And I feel like I'm talking way too much, but the point is, with those trees, you get somebody saying my tree is too tall, or I'm scared of it, and you cut the top off, and then it gets taller than that, and then, or they'll say it stops too much wind. Reduce how much wind it's stopping by cutting the top off, and somebody will cut the top off, not us. And what'll happen is those limbs, 5, 6 limbs up there will grow into tops, and then their tree later will be 6 times more of a sale than it was when they were first paranoid of it. So I'm probably giving way too much information, but there you have it. This is an oak. We're going to take that off. Now you just got to try not to gaff yourself.
And try not to gaff your friends.
Another incognito job near the forest with battery saws, where you show up and get the work done and they don't even know you're there. Alright, switch to helmet cam. I got one on. Well, just about cut it. Nobody on the rope. Might have worked. You love my redirect. I keep wanting to step on that, but it's too dead to trust. So this YouTube watch, so I'm lowering from over there behind me, which is relying on that for the initial strength, and then I want to redirect it close in here somewhere so that the rope is close to me when I go to rig the next piece. This one is going to be a little of a rock and roll. But we'll catch it, and I don't think it'll break our lead out or anything. It's redirected right in front of me now. This is the piece hooked up. It's going over that limb there for the main rigging support. And then it's redirected through here, so it's going to drop in. And if he does it right, he'll swing it. There might be enough inertia as it swings under to just swing it right down onto the deck in one swoop. If not, they're going to have to get over here and kind of finagle it, because it's going to be rigged over the edge of the house, which is not awesome, but it's what I got right now. All right, get ready to cowboy a little bit here. Hero! See how he did that? If he had held it up, it'd be dangling over the roof. But he took advantage of the inertia and dropped it in the hole on a one chance is all you get type of maneuver. Because he's the man. That was a pretty big chunk of tree right there. I'm feeling more secure about what I'm dangling out here on a lot more now. All right, you're on for a very small thing. I may even have to help it down. Here I go, wanting to stand on this weak one again. Stand on it just a little bit. For you audience, he was making fun of me for rigging small. Just for you. I try to rig within your capacity, your potential, your ability. It's okay. A long time ago, I learned I could be content with making myself laugh when people didn't understand my humor. That's either very secure or somehow sociopathic. Sorry in advance for what this one looks like when it comes down. It's gonna be... You might have this one over the roof because it's gonna hang up a little bit. Yeah, just hold on to this one. You got it? Yeah. Very nice. Under the circumstances. Or I should say, over the circumstances. I think we'll do that one next. But first I'm gonna augment the redirect up here. Boy, I hyperextended my right knee. Did I tell you about that? Yeah, when I was in bed, I hyperextended it running across the parking lot and I stepped in a low spot. And it's still just hosed, man. Which is a little bummer because I like running and I haven't been able to run since then. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna drop it over there. Don't pull it up. Mm-hmm. I want to show my audience what's up real quick. So, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but again, tied up over there for myself and down, rigging line over that limb, down through that redirect, out to this one here, which I think I can take a pretty good sized piece of it. I can take this limb in 2 pieces. I don't want to cut it way back there because then the butt would swing into the house.
I'd say you could probably cut it right by your right foot.
And if I cut it too far out, it'd just be unnecessary use of time. It'd make more cuts that I'd have to do. Then this is just a little safety in case this is some kind of redundancy. Now, how much is that weigh? I want to ballast it with this here. So, probably about right here. It's gonna go that way when it comes off a little bit. So we had a little tiny piece of wood break right there, but nothing more than the usual clatter that a tree with dead limbs over your deck makes. Although when your tree crew is working out there and you hear that sound, it's like... So this might seem kind of silly, but I'll redirect again so that I don't swing this battering ram toward the house. Yeah, see? Now it's redirected here so that this big log will just be straight down on the deck. Won't go out there toward them windows. And again, I'm just looking to belly tie it somewhere here. Alright, that's on with a redirect, a new redirect. Sorry about all the helmet cam footage there, YouTube. It's kind of herky-jerky, but it also kind of shows what I see, so. You ready for this?
Yeah.
2 redirects. How do you balance them so well? Repetition. Try. Actually use your little calibrative noodle to stare at it and guess. You got it? Yeah. Yeah. I understand, Damien. What I'm looking at is a terminal spot. I think I'll use a carabiner here. Alright, now pull it up to me. Pull this one up. Don't pull this up yet. Oh, I guess it pulled itself up. All right, you see it. Maybe want to run it just a touch so you don't sack my nuts. My future progeny thanks you. I don't have enough yet. I'm like Elon Musk without the money. No, I'm gonna get this out of here and use this. I'm gonna go up there. I'll try to give you a scenario where you can hero it in like you did before. And then after that, we'll just be rigging completely off of this. Can you hold on to this for a sec? Or actually, I can do it. Just. Yeah, this is a cool job for climbing. Climbing like this, you have to hold on with all kinds of parts you didn't know you had. All right, I'm right up in it here, but you ready? Beautiful. Get it away from me a little, okay? Okay, pull it up. You the man for this? You got friction? Damien, I'm gonna throw my rope over that up there, and I want you to base tie it. I ain't too old for SRT after all. All right, pull that up. Okay, don't pull on it at all. All right, you got a little negative rigor here. Should have just had somebody unhook it for you while it was standing up. Wait till you can't bend down, then you'll understand. You're on. Just peel it down.
I tried to.
It's just that I was cutting right by my rope, so I had to. Right now what I'm doing, YouTube, is I transferred my climb line over there because it was a free point of tie-in. And now for the rest of it, I'll transfer the rigging line over there, and then we'll redirect it down onto the deck for most of it. Now I'll redirect it if we have to, but I think you'll be able to get this one if you're fast. A little violent. Yep, I thought you would. It was very light. Okay, there. Try to let it go a little if you can. One-man band is what it feels like. Anytime you can kind of stay tied up high, it's not that big a deal.
Which this hasn't been a scenario for that for most of this game.
Well, I guess it's a short time though. I think I'll do the next one in one cut and we can just figure it out. We can put a tagline on it now if you want. Let me finish this cut. You have to go easy on that railing. Probably have
The whole deck's like brand new. Perfectly brand new.
I wonder if I should come down and you put all three of you on the tag.
That's what I mean. That
How well does it run?
It's all right.
Very good. My wife wants me to build a counter in the laundry room for folding laundry. So it's kind of ironic that I'm cutting wood, chipping it, then going to the lumber yard to buy lumber. The weeds growing up through that project. Haven't finished that one and I'm on another one. And there's like 50 more that I've started and not finished. Must be some kind of personality flaw. Hope Milwaukee doesn't catch me with this Ryobi. Scandalous. Well, it's not my fault the wall is crooked. Yeah, it's right in there. The wall is swollen this way.
Is it too small?
Well, this wall swells out. I have to cut a curve, and that is annoying. But I'm going to do it. I just want this line to be perfect, if anything.
Oh. I think it's cool how you just made that.
Thank you. That was supposed to be this dynamic drop the mic. Perfect, satisfying fit. Oh. pretty legit. There's the laundry folding station. Probably put some lighting under here. Put some really like thick, what do they call it? That paint that you can wash easy. Paint the heck out of this. Yep, I like it. Did I ever tell you guys about my Chihuahua plan? It's something that I may have talked about before. I know I've talked about this car and how I was telling you about how my son asked me how long it was being built, which in his language meant how long has it been being fixed, and it's like literally been being fixed since the day I got it, probably, I don't know, 15 years ago or something. So the Chihuahua plan, it goes like this. There's this old proverb. I never really understood it when I was younger, but I understand it now that I'm older. And it goes like this: a living dog is better than a dead lion. And it's like, what? I mean, yeah, of course. But what it means is grand plan. What it means to me, grand plans, big grand plans that never happen are not as good as the little dog plans. Like I say, I call my plans Chihuahua plans, and bear with me. So when I was younger, I'd want to get in shape or whatever. I'd want to go on a massive running kick or weightlifting or whatever. I'd want to be, this is it. This is going to be the new me. And I would hit it so hard that I'd be so sore that it just ruined my lion-like plan. It killed that lion. And if I had been patient and done something more achievable and then added to it little by little, but see, that takes time, that takes patience. And young people, wow, it's people in general, I think it is hard to be patient and wait, whether it's saving money or whether it's getting in shape or whether it's just doing the right thing with the next right choice, whatever it is. And so like this car, you know, it's still kind of a rattle trap, but I like that my steady wanting it to be better and keep on trying, has got it like driving and kind of looking good from the outside if you don't get too close. And I just want to talk about that because maybe I could inspire somebody to just go ahead with your little plan. I know I did it with pull-ups. I got into sort of getting in shape because I actually have to be in shape to do my job. A lot of times people will see me doing my job and they'll say, I bet you don't have to go to the gym. Well, actually, the job tears you down. And if you don't, as you get older, start to condition yourself, you'll be worthless on the job. Or at least, I mean, you'll be good because you got finesse, you got skill, you got experience, but you'll make it harder on yourself if you're not in good condition. And so some time back, I just was patient enough to say, I am going to make a small plan. And I just started doing a couple pull-ups a day, and then they led to more and more pull-ups. And then eventually I got all lion-like and I did over 1,000 pull-ups in a week, and it was just kind of silly. I backed it off. I'm like wearing out my joints and stuff. I backed it off to where I can achieve a small Chihuahua plan fairly daily, like fairly often. I'll journal all of my grand plans, but I'll make them small enough, and I'm okay if I don't hit them all because I'm checking them boxes on a lot of the small ones. And I want to talk about it more because the channel is, I've always been just a tree work channel. And but I drive around and I think about things that I want to share. I'm just maybe that kind of guy, and so I'm going to begin to do that. I hope that's not a lion-like plan where I commit to more time that I don't have. But it's more about the content, what kind of content. Still, I'll be doing the tree work and sharing that because that's my base crowd. But I want to do other things, and especially I'm going to get older, right? So I've got a strong desire to share stuff, to inspire if possible, to mingle, and I can do that here. And so I'm gonna change up the content a little bit, so I hope you like it. And if you don't, I have a little bit of thick skin too, because I've been on YouTube for a while and I'm used to people not liking me. I'm okay with that. Everybody is somebody else's weirdo, and yeah, maybe I don't like you either if you don't like me. I probably do like you, but who knows? You're out there, I'm here, and I'm gonna be satisfied with, first of all, I want to be a hero in my own house first, but after that, I want to focus on those people that I get along well with, and those people that who like to hear me out there. I know it's a little one-sided, but I read the comments, and I enjoy the camaraderie. So look for a little bit different kind of content. Also, a lot of the same stuff. So if you like watching trees hit the ground, hang around. If you want to hear me rattle on, thanks. If you don't, well, sorry. I'm probably gonna rattle. Listen to those squeaks.